Have you ever wondered how the fastest plane in the world works? Welcome to the illustrious world of the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird, a marvel of aviation engineering. Born out of the chilling tension of the Cold War, the SR-71 was the USA's answer to an ever-escalating need for speed and surveillance. This remarkable aircraft, with its sleek design and dark hue, holds the crown for being the fastest plane ever built, with a staggering top speed of over 3 times the speed of sound. Yes, you heard it right, thrice the speed of sound, and that's not all. The SR-71 was also capable of flying at altitudes as high as 85,000 feet, soaring above the stratosphere and out of reach of most threats. Decades after its last mission, the Blackbird's records stand unchallenged. With such high speed and altitude capabilities, the SR-71 Blackbird isn't just an ordinary aircraft. Now, what makes it possible for the Blackbird to fly faster than a speeding bullet? The answer lies in the realm of aerodynamics, specifically supersonic flight. When an aircraft surpasses the speed of sound, it enters a realm where the rules of flight dramatically change. The Blackbird is a testament to these changes. Its sleek, elongated body and sharply pointed nose are designed to reduce drag and maintain stability while traveling at speeds greater than Mach 3. But this speed comes at a price. At such velocities, air friction generates intense heat enough to melt most materials. To combat this, the Blackbird was crafted from titanium, a metal capable of withstanding these high temperatures. Additionally, its unique shape allows it to manage the shock waves generated during supersonic flight, further contributing to its stability and performance. So, the secret to the Blackbird's impressive speed? A blend of design, materials, and a deep understanding of supersonic aerodynamics. Clearly, the SR-71 is a marvel of aerodynamic engineering. So what powers this supersonic beast? Let's dive into the heart of the SR-71 Blackbird, the J-58 engines. These engineering marvels are more than just engines. They are the soul of the Blackbird, propelling it to unmatched speeds and altitudes. The J-58 is a type of jet engine known as a turbojet. During subsonic flight, it operates like a conventional turbojet. But when the Blackbird accelerates to supersonic speeds, the J-58 transitions to a ramjet. It's this dual nature that gives the Blackbird its incredible performance. But it's not just about speed. The J-58 engines are also incredibly efficient. They're designed to operate at high temperatures, reducing the need for cooling and allowing the Blackbird to fly longer distances without refueling. These engines are more than just machines. They're a testament to human ingenuity, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in aviation. The J-58 engines are the heart of the SR-71, providing the power it needs to break records. The SR-71 isn't just about speed and power, it's also about precision and stability. One of the key elements in achieving this is the inlet spike. This conical device in the engine nacelles adjusts its position during flight, controlling the shock waves formed by the intake air. It's crucial for maintaining optimal engine performance at supersonic speeds. Then we have the start carts, also nicknamed shotgun starts. These are essentially 2 Buick Wildcat V8 engines on a trolley. Why? Because starting the SR-71's engines requires a tremendous amount of initial power, and these carts provide it. Finally, let's talk about the fuel system. The SR-71 uses JP7, a special jet fuel. It was so resistant to ignition that a chemical igniter, trethylborane, was used to kickstart the combustion process. This fuel system also had an unusual secondary function. It doubled as a heat sink, dispersing the enormous heat generated during flight. These supporting features ensure the Blackbird operates flawlessly at supersonic speeds. But how does one control such a fast-moving aircraft, you might wonder? The answer lies in the flight control surfaces and landing gear of the SR-71 Blackbird. The Blackbird's control surfaces include the ailerons, elevators, and rudders. These surfaces change the aircraft's direction and altitude by altering the airflow around the plane. Ailerons, found on the wings, control roll. Elevators at the tail control pitch, and rudders, also at the tail, control yaw. Now let's talk about the landing gear. The Blackbird's landing gear is a tricycle type with 2 main wheels and a nose wheel. These wheels retract into the fuselage during flight to minimize drag. They are designed to bear the weight of this massive aircraft even when landing at high speeds. But it's not just about the design. The hydraulic systems working in harmony with these components ensure smooth operation, providing the pilot with precise control. With these features, pilots can maneuver the Blackbird with precision, even at staggering speeds. Now let's venture inside the Blackbird. What does it take to fly this supersonic machine? Imagine being at the helm of a machine that can outpace sunlight. The Blackbird's cockpit is where this miracle unfolds. There are two cockpits in this marvel of engineering, the front and the rear, each with its own distinct function. The front cockpit is where the pilot sits, surrounded by an array of instruments that monitor every aspect of the flight. These instruments, intricately designed and precisely calibrated, provide the pilot with vital information: airspeed, altitude, engine performance, fuel status, all the data needed to navigate this bird through the sky at unmatched speeds. The rear cockpit, on the other hand, is the domain of the Reconnaissance Systems Officer, or RSO. The RSO's primary responsibility is to operate the Blackbird's advanced surveillance equipment. This includes the radar, electronic countermeasures, and navigation systems. The RSO is an expert in interpreting the data these systems provide, turning raw information into actionable intelligence. Now let's talk about the flight suit. At altitudes of 80,000 feet and speeds above Mach 3, the conditions are harsh, to say the least. The cockpit is pressurized, but if there's a breach, the outside environment is more akin to space than to Earth's atmosphere. The flight suit, therefore, is more than just a uniform. This full-pressure suit is a life support system in itself. It provides oxygen, regulates body temperature, and even has a built-in life raft for emergencies. In essence, it's a personal wearable spacecraft. It's designed to protect the pilot and RSO from the extreme conditions they could potentially face, making it an integral part of the Blackbird's operation. The cockpit and flight suit of the SR-71 Blackbird are not just about flying the plane, they are about survival, about turning human pilots into part of a machine that can fly faster and higher than anything else in the sky. The cockpit and flight suit are crucial to ensuring the safety and efficiency of the pilots. The SR-71 isn't just fast, it's also an incredibly effective spy plane. This effectiveness is largely due to its advanced reconnaissance equipment. The SR-71, or the Blackbird as it is often called, was designed to capture high-resolution images from high altitudes, remaining undetected and unreachable by adversaries. The Blackbird was equipped with several sophisticated surveillance systems. One of the most important was the optical bar camera, a panoramic camera that could capture wide swaths of terrain in a single pass. Its lens was designed to capture clear images, even while the Blackbird was traveling at speeds exceeding 3 times the speed of sound. The SR-71 also housed an advanced synthetic aperture radar system, or ASAR. This system could scan large areas of land or sea and generate high-resolution images regardless of weather conditions or time of day. It was like having an all-seeing eye that could penetrate the darkest night and the thickest cloud cover. In addition to these, the Blackbird carried electronic intelligence gathering equipment, or ELINT. This system would monitor electronic emissions from ground installations such as radars and communication systems. It could then analyze these signals and provide vital information about the capabilities and locations of these installations. The SR-71 also had a spectrometric oil analysis detector, or SOAP. This was used to analyze the oil used in the aircraft's engines. By doing this, it could monitor the engine's health and predict potential failures before they happened. All this information was stored on magnetic tapes, which were jettisoned and parachuted down to friendly territory or recovered in flight. This meant that even if the Blackbird was shot down, its valuable intelligence could still be retrieved. The SR-71 Blackbird, with its advanced surveillance technology, played a crucial role in gathering intelligence during the Cold War. It was not just a marvel of engineering and speed, but also a formidable tool in the arsenal of strategic reconnaissance. With its advanced reconnaissance equipment, the SR-71 Blackbird truly was the eyes in the sky during the Cold War.